Well, I'm up pretty early this morning. You see down here, right kind of corner. It's about 4 a.m. That's 7 a.m. Eastern. Usually get up about 4:15. I'm up a little earlier this morning. This trend that's been moving down is now reversing. Give you a couple signs of that. There's a supply line right here that it closed above pretty strongly, and then we're coming in above 76.4 of this last wave. Picking up a lot of selling interest here. There's a lot of sell orders sitting around here. What I'm looking for is close just above this level right here. So anyway, this is Vance Williams. I'm on the West Coast here in the United States, and just want to make a little recording showing you guys in real time what it's like to, look for a trade. It's been a little while. Price has been moving down, and I really like that it's closed up above this 76.4, but I need it to close above this level to show that the buyers have control of this area. Then I'll look to trade this area. Unfortunately, what might happen to me right now is I'm going to be hosting a live session, and I won't be able to do two things at once, so we'll see. Okay, what I've done just to anticipate maybe being able to take this trade is I've set my stop loss right here, and that's only if price closes above here, and I'll be below this area where price was resolving itself a little bit, and I'll target somewhere right in here. It'll have to shape up pretty quick, but I'll be ready to press the button if we get a close above here. I don't know if we'll get that in the next 15. Okay, I think last time I checked in, it was much earlier, and I told you price is probably going to close up here, and they just shoot right up to this next level. And it didn't close above it, but as soon as this took off, it moved right up to that level I was looking for. Now, at this point, when price closed above my next key level I was looking for, I was actually it closed right here. And I was able to get a price right here, and you can see I put my stop loss right down in here, and I'm targeting this area right here. I'd actually prefer my stop loss to be just a little bit lower, and since I wasn't at the charts when this happened, when the candle closed, I got about 5 pips, a price about 5 pips higher, and so that would have been the 5 pips I'd have wanted to get down here. But anyway, we're gonna let it go. This is the trade we were looking for, so we're looking for it to move from here to there, and the stop loss again is right there. And by the way, the investor sentiment is positive, so money's moving out of the dollar and into other investments. So that's why we're seeing the euro and pound go up. It has almost nothing to do with the value of the dollar versus the pound or the euro versus the pound. This is just money moving out of the Forex market and into other instruments. I wanted to point out that was a 5-minute chart. Here was the close I was looking for. It closed right there and then closed above. So I'd have been looking at getting in right there, but I was hosting a call, so I didn't get into there, and that would have lowered my stop loss a little bit. But like I say, we'll let it run, and it's set it, forget it now. The target's in, the stop's in, and if it wins, it wins. If it loses, it loses. I wanted to give you a little update. The market paused for a little bit here, but now it's starting to make a bit of a move. Obviously, we like it when we win, but making money is not about one trade. I mean, any random event can just fire this back the other way at any moment on any trade. So you can't ever get hung up in what's going on a single trade. That's why you don't want to get excited or depressed. Just, although that's natural, you just want to stay with your plan. And, I've been doing this a long time, so it's okay if I leave my charts running. It's not going to affect me. But when I was newer, what I'd have to do is just close out my charts, for a few hours and, maybe more, and wait for it to kind of just have a chance to work its way out. Also want to touch on the fact that, there are 5 elements involved in a high probability setup. One is price direction, one is entry price, one is target, one is stop loss, and the other is market conditions. and they all have a relationship to one another. If my stop was lower, my target would be even higher, and if my target was a little higher, then I would have just a little bit more difficulty reaching that target. So when you change the relationship of any of these parts, in other words, if you change one of the parts, you change the relationship and you affect the overall probability of a trade winning. So always keep that in mind. You need to know all the parts and the relationships, and also personality comes into play as I teach as well. Some people just are not going to be comfortable with this stop loss, so they would have needed a better price to have a lower stop loss, or traded fewer contracts to get the stop loss lower. So there's a lot of different ways you can get to where you need to be so that you're trading with a high probability trade and with a comfort level that fits your personality. Okay, a little follow-up. Price just hit my target, and I was looking for price to reach 160, 117, which it did, but I target just a little bit below that. There's been, I don't know how many times I pick a key area I want to target and I put it right at that, and then it misses by 1 or 2 pips. So I tend to just always target 2 pips under. I think we're going to find some resistance right here at this key level. So that's it for me. It's Thursday. Let me put the clock over here. Thursday at 7:30 a.m. Pacific. That's 10:30 a.m. on January 10th. So that gives you an idea. And London's going to be closing in about 30 to 40 minutes. So, I'd expect this to kind of quiet down a little bit. Anyway, that's it. That's one of my trades, all documented as it's happening on the recording. If you would like to ask me any questions, you can always email me. That's vance@forexartofwar.com. You can pause the video and jot that down if you want. You can also get me on Skype, but you can guess my username, Forex Art of War. And so just contact me if you want to ask about anything that I do, training, or just ask a question about Forex trading. I am happy to help you. So good luck with your trading, and thank you for watching.